Hello, hi, let's have a conversation about executive functioning from a neuroscience perspective. When we get information from the world, it has to go through something in order for our body to do anything with it. The first thing that occurs when we receive information, our salience network then determines, does this go to the central executive network, which is where the executive functioning is, or does this go to the default mode network, which is what they want us to be in rest and digest? This is the fluid factor. This is Shen model, salience, central, default. Notice how the water can just come down to the earth, because there is gravity, literal gravity in my model. This is flying above the brain. This is a bird's eye view. This does not have gravity. Doesn't make it wrong. Doesn't have gravity. And because it doesn't have gravity, this anti-correlation can be misinterpreted as conflict. Conflict is going to put the central executive at war with the default mode. Complexity is going to create more dynamic relationships between these. So from a stacked perspective, if you and I have bad central executive functioning, which I do as well, that is a factor of the salience network, not our default mode or not being regulated. It's a factor of salinity. It's a fluid thing. This bottom zone down here, this is the gut in you and me and the default mode network in our brain. So rest and digest for a human occurs right about where this lever is, not at the vagus nerve. Very much not. So the medicines do what the medicines do, and if the brain, if the salience network has pathways that it's learned over time or it's attuned to, or that are not available because of things like trauma, that's going to influence how this network receives the cue and then executes it. But an executive functioning happens here, not here, literally in the body. This is a factor of the heart.